Okay, guys, you have reached this page because you want to watch Big Brother reunion, a quick recap. So this is going to be a quick recap of what has happened. This is day 4. If you missed other days, quickly check my previous videos so that you can catch up. Please give me a like and subscribe already because the gist finna be hot. Anyways, Ebuka, the host with the most, started off today nice and easy, and for the first time he spoke to Ben. If you don't remember Ben is TJ's partner, TJ aka Baba BG. I don't know what's with this last show. Everybody is fighting with everybody. So anyways, they asked Ben that what happened between you and TJ. Are you still in good terms? What exactly transpired between the both of you? Now, when Ebuka asked him, he said, that honestly the last time he spoke to Ben was maybe like shortly after the show, to TJ, because TJ tried to reach out to him actually, but he was very upset that imagine so Ebuka is like, why, what exactly did he do? That he told Big Brother that his best friend in the house was Ozzy, and that the godfather of his children, he made Ozzy the godfather. That was like, person where you even born picking with, you never even discuss this thing with the person. The person, does the person even know the Mbadiwe twins, that you are now even making them godfather? So basically that he felt like with the relationship that he based was the reason why they came on the show. So TJ, there were things that TJ could have, accorded him like the first place. That's the what I deduced from all of it. But that anyway, that's part of what got angry. That in fact, he went on to say that he doesn't even know whether those ones, they are even doing their godfather duties, because they are the godfather of the children. But you guys know that Ben is very funny, and Ben, he just rambled and rambled. So basically kept on calling Ozzy. So he was shad jealous of the relationship between TJ and Ozzy. That's my conclusion, and that was why he was triggered. But TJ wasn't around, so there was no TJ to ask. Anyway, the rest of the crew sat down, and next he went to Shaun. It was like, Shaun, there is this insinuation where you said that they were not deserving winners, that Kassia, Ebuka actually asked Kassia as well, that people were saying that that especially Shaun, that Shaun was one of the people with that opinion. And then Kassia, now wow, Kassia the vex gone. Kassia, the way she even started already, like she was very upset. She was like, what did I do? What did you do that I did not do? And Shaun was like, I wasn't even talking about myself. I was talking from the perspective of a viewer on the show, that I would have called Wani and the other people, but not you. Like, I did not necessarily, that even you were better. Do you understand? He didn't go on to say Kelly Ray, but you could tell that he was saying that Kassia was even more entertaining, that he used himself as an example, that there were people that were like, all this one did on the show was kiss. That, but at least it was known for something. And from a viewer perspective, he did not see what they did. And Kassia obviously was very angry, saying that I don't know what that means. Have you been watching the shows previously? Have you been watching? And Shaun was like, no, I only started watching the show 2 seasons ago. He said, from the way you were talking, I thought that you knew about the show for you to be saying who won. That you have been watching the show, that if you have been watching the show, that is it the most entertaining people that always win? Is the show about who is most entertaining? That, so please, that's not. And Shaun was like, again, it is not personal, it is my perspective, and from a viewer's point of view, I just didn't see like what you guys did. Don't take it personal. It's not about you. It's just an opinion. And Ebuka went on to Kelly Ray and asked Kelly Ray the same thing and said, okay, Kelly, what do you think about this whole thing? That as a matter of fact, there was one time that you put out a tweet and you were like, if anybody, and I think Ebuka asked him again, like, what did you say in the tweet? It was like, oh, that if you think you deserve something and the other person does not, then you are dumb. And Ebuka was like, why? You were clearly were you referring to Shaun? And he's like, no, that he wasn't talking to Shaun particularly. Ebuka, Ebuka, he pushed and asked, who exactly were you talking to? It was like someone told him something. You can say, who is the person? He said then there were 4 or 5 people in the room and they were all talking about how he was not a deserving winner. And Ebuka asked him, Kelly, the person that told you is the person here? They said yes. Who were the people in the room? Isha now said the Mbadiwe brothers, and Shaun as well was part of them. So one of the Mbadiwe brothers, I think OC, was like, don't call my name, I beg. Me, I was not there. He was like, anyways, I've not reacted to anybody based on these things, because for all I know, the person who also told me might have been a part. How do I know that the person is not a part of the conversation? That I know that these talks are going on, but I've not put myself in a position where I have allowed it to affect the way that I act. That people are saying he's not entertaining, he's not entertaining. That in the house, that when he started singing, was that not when everybody started singing? That Nelly, Ebuka said, so who are the people that started singing? He said, Nelly, are you a singer? Are you a singer? But you started singing, and Nelly was like, I don't understand that anybody can sing. Like, I don't like, I don't get. And I'm just like, Kelly Ray, I'm a bit confused. Like, singing and I'm sha confused. Anyway, so Nelly Sha said, I don't understand what is wrong with you. That anyway, Shaun was not speaking for the house because Shaun was like, it was the perspective in the house. That Shaun was not speaking in the house. I liked Kelly in the house. Kelly is my friend. We got along. I supported him and he also supported me. We were good friends in the house until we came out and Kelly stopped talking to me. And Ebuka was like, why did Kelly stop talking to you? He said, obviously because of his wife. And Kassia was like, excuse me, which wife? As usual, angry Kassia came from nowhere. I was like, that's what do you mean it's his wife? You stopped talking to him. You were the one that stopped talking to him. Don't say it was because of his wife. Anyway, Nelly maintained her ground and said that yes, it's because of his wife. He stopped talking to me because his wife Sha said that I said something. That I told Onyeka what Kassia told me. That and I didn't know that Kassia lied to me. And she was like, there were two things. One, Onyeka told me. The other one was an insinuation. He said, but you did not tell me it was an insinuation. You told me that it was Onyeka that told you. And Kassia was like really upset. And Kassia was like, anyway, I did not lie. That's how Onyeka too entered into the group chat. Onyeka said, liar, you are a liar, you lied on me, you did not you said that I was the one that told you. Why was it that you were lying on me? And so Onyeka called her a coward as well, and she was like, look at you that you are a coward, you that you are the number one coward. Then Onyeka said, look, you and your friend you and your friend, you were fighting me because of a man, shameless. And she was like, fighting you because of a man? You were fighting my friend and I because of a man. And Onyeka was like, that was your friend's game plan, that you people, you wanted her to be Mrs. Mbadiwe. And she was like, I am Mrs. Mbadiwe. She was like, no, anyway, you were the one fighting my friend and I. And that whole outburst happened with her and Onyeka. And Onyeka was like, in fact, you and your husband, both of you, I don't understand you people. Your husband got an endorsement. Instead of him to do his advert, he said there was an housemate that was not taking a shower, and he was referring to her. And Kelly and Kassia, they're like, why do you think we're referring to you? Like, didn't you used to take a shower? She said she just knows that it was her. She knows things. That look at me. She stood up. She said, in fact, let me stand up. I look so good. Turned around 360. How can you say that I do not take a shower? Is there anybody in this house that did not see me taking a shower? They were like, who are you asking, or something. She was like, no, that she takes a shower. She knows her worth. It doesn't bother her because she knows that she takes a shower. But she's just wondering why you say that even if there's an housemate that doesn't even take a shower, who are you to come and tell us how to, who are you to now even run down the housemate? And Kassia was like, is it you? Did we call your name? Did anybody call your name? And anybody who talked to Kelly Ray, Kassia was busy attacking them. You stop. You, what is it? Because at one point Ebuka even asked her, what upset you now? She was like, I think she was trying to shun Kelly Ray. That's Nelly. She was trying to shun Kelly Ray. So I answered. Anyway, Onyeka Sha talk to two of them, that is both of them, she's the ish, and if they cannot see, she looks better than them, that they are talking about her. And Kassia too stayed upset. One of the things that surprised me the most in this whole argument is Kelly Ray. I never ever saw Kelly Ray getting involved, because Kelly Ray is like, you don't have to tell me how to start my fight, you don't have to do this. You think that because a fan had said something to him that upset him, the fan was abusing. So it was like, who are the people that you are supporting? Is it the housemate that doesn't take a shower for 2 weeks, that he didn't mention anybody's name? But anyway, everybody was just fighting, all three of them. It was a very noisy triangle. At one part, Chizoba even got involved. Chizoba, that is a gentle girl, she even got involved and was like, please, easy Kassia or something. Kassia was like, don't tell me, I'm not talking to you, Chizoba. I'm not talking. And Chizoba was like, you're talking to my sister. You cannot say that you are not talking to me. So, anyways, Chizoba tried to get involved as well, but Kassia kept on going off. The same thing with Onyeka and Kelly Ray. Like I said, I'm really surprised. Kelly Ray, were you pretending in the house? Because on a good day, Kelly Ray would not get involved in this type of like messy fight. I thought it was like the matured one. He seemed to want to defend Kassia as well. It was just a whole lot of mess. Anyway, Victoria again came into the chopping board. Then this is the point where I need to call out DSTV. DSTV, what are you editing? What are your editors doing? Is it that you don't have what to show? Because I am quite confused. Yes, at this point I was even like, am I watching the wrong thing? Because everything that they showed yesterday in this part, they kind of repeated it all over again. And I'm referring to the controversy between Onyeka, Victoria, and somehow Ozzy. So Ebuka came and asked again that after that whole outburst of, oh, you and your friend, you were fighting me, you were not fighting me, and Onyeka started this her story again, that it was Victoria's game. The triangle was Victoria's game. Why was Victoria painting her bad? Why did Victoria think that she was a bad person when all along it was Victoria's plan? It was Victoria's game to be in a triangle. And Ebuka now asked her that, at what point did you know that it was Victoria's game? She now said that Shaun told her. Shaun told her outside of the house. And Victoria is like, listen, this whole Shaun told you. You were mean to me before Shaun told you anything. You were mean to me in the house. So it's not a case of way before you know, before you knew about this thing being my game, according to how you claim that it was my game. And Ebuka kept on interjecting and saying that, okay, answer her question. Why were you mean to her? Why were you calling her names even before you found out that it was her game? Because you kept on saying that it was her game. The triangle was her game because Shaun had told you something. And she was like, no, even in the house, she didn't want to be part of a triangle. She had asked her and she was like, no, it was just cruise. It was just cruise. That the way she answered made her guess that it was her game. And then when she came outside, Shaun now told her, and Victoria was like, let me even cut you short. This your whole game or no game thing. I told Shaun that I did not want to be involved. It was after the thing, you had already started the whole triangle thing before Shaun came to come and ask me. And I was like, please, it's not something that I am interested in. But anyways, both of them still maintain the whole animosity. And Onyeka, Onyeka doesn't listen, she just talks. So Onyeka is like, no, it was your game. How is it her game? If just because Shaun told you that at some point he was like, okay, maybe you should ride this wave because you don't seem to be in any like major events in the house. So if it is that Ozzy likes you and likes her, then ride the wave. And she's like, oh, well, I don't want to be part of it, but it's okay. But even if she agreed to ride the wave, why is Onyeka so stuck on that? It was your game, like she orchestrated the whole triangle. She didn't orchestrate the triangle. Half the time Victoria was standing on her own and you and Ozzy were busybody to come and meet her. So I'm quite confused about how Onyeka is holding on to that. Anyways, Ebuka said, Onyeka, you can see that your game, you claim is a game, but your game affected everybody one way or the other, and you have refused to take accountability of the whole game thing. And at this point, Onyeka said, this is why I said DSTV repeated it, because it happened yesterday. They said this part yesterday again, but maybe like now you have clarity, because at this point Onyeka now says that yes, to her everything was a game, and she apologized to everybody when she came out of the house, because like to her it was a game. She didn't come there to make friends. She didn't see anything as real, more or less, because she just thought, I came here to play a game, and that is all she could see. And like I said, big shout out to Onyeka if that is the energy. So guys, I'm done. Please subscribe and like. Bye.